Hello humans! 2018 has been kind of stressful up until now. That's that. Other than all of the stress, 2018 has been actually kind of great for me so far. I reconnected with some of my old friends, which was great. I'm currently reading a book which is kind of amazing considering the fact that I didn't really plan on reading anything for myself up until June because I have a lot of literature for school which I need to read. I kind of need to start with that. Well, I thought it's still the very beginning of 2018, so I could do a resolutions video, and there's actually a book resolutions tag, so I'm doing this today. Yay! Question number 1 is an author you like to read that you've never read before. Jesus, stop blinking at me. What? Shut up. For that one, I'm going with Adam Silvera. He's quite a known author. I think he has written 3 books. I could be wrong. There are just 3 I know of. I've heard a lot of great things about his books, so I thought, why not check him out? This book is quite new of him, and it's called They Both Die at the End, and I thought that's an amazing title and I want to have it. I kind of also want to read, and that kind of fuses into another question, which is a classic you want to read. So I'm just answering them both right now. And that's Charles Dickens. From him I want to read Great Expectations, since I already own this book, and I also want to read something from Oscar Wilde. Here I have The Picture of Dorian Gray. Classics and authors I really want to read. I've heard great things about them. Obviously, very, very well known. Next question is a book you'd like to read, which is a very, very, very general question, and I have a lot of answers for that. Since I cannot just name my entire TBR, I'm just going to say my top 3 most anticipated reads of this year, and not like reads that are coming out, just general books which I'm super hyped for, and 2 of them I already own. 1 is not coming out until December. The books I have here with me are The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak and Salt to the Sea by Ruta Sepetys. I'm so sorry, I don't know how to pronounce her name. But anyways, these 2 are the books I own, both World War II historical fiction novels. I've been wanting to get into historical fiction for such a long time, and this year I'm finally getting in that genre. The thing with me and historical fiction is because I absolutely adore history. Like, history is my favourite subject in school. History is what I want to major in at university. So when I read a historical fiction novel, I expect it to, of course, be historically accurate, first of all. And second of all, I really want to be familiar with the topics that are dealt with in the book. With these, that is World War II. And I'm just currently in school talking about World War II. And before that, I kind of knew what was going down in World War II, just the basic things. And now we're really getting into details, and it's amazing. And I really want to know everything about World War II before I go into these books, because I really want to know all the details to fully understand what's happening. And the last book is the one coming out in December, and that's Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare. And it's the 3rd book in the Dark Artifices series, which I absolutely love. The next question is a big book you want to read. I have quite some big books on my TBR, but there is no book that compares to A Storm of Swords by George R. R. Martin. I don't know if you can see just how thick this book is. Lord, this book has over 1,100 pages in Bible format. Like, it's written tiny, and it's supposed to be the worst book or like the most boring book of the series, so that's just double intimidating. Yeah. The next question is an author you've read and of whom you want to read more. For me, that's Rainbow Rowell. I've read Eleanor and Park and I enjoyed it fairly enough. It was a very cute book. And I've already purchased Carry On and Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, since these are also very, very beloved books, and I'm really excited for Carry On more than for Fangirl, to be very honest. Actually, I'm going to read Carry On first and then Fangirl, and I've been debating this since this is the fan fiction which gets written in this book, which I think is kind of a cute idea to connect to books. But I don't want to be spoiled or anything. I don't think that that's actually what happens here. But I think if I really love this book and I see the characters in this book again, it'll make me happy. The next question is a book you got for Christmas which you want to read, but that doesn't work this year since I'd only got the 10th anniversary edition of City of Bones for Christmas and I've already read that. I don't really plan on rereading it. The next question is a series you want to read from start to finish. For me, that is a series I don't own yet, and that's The Raven Cycle. I've heard amazing things about The Raven Cycle. A lot of opinions whom I trust told me that I'd like it, or it really sounded like something that would appeal to me. So I really want to read that, and hopefully I'll read just the entire series. The next question is a series you've already started which you want to finish. For me, that's A Song of Ice and Fire by George R. R. Martin. I've been reading this series since 2016. 2015 I got the books for Christmas from my brother. Love him. And he got me like the really pretty editions as well. And I've been working my way through the series ever since. Like I started around October 2016 with A Game of Thrones. I'm right now at the second book since January of last year. But I'm not really actively reading them. I read a bit here and there. I really enjoy them. I'm just not really good at reading a lot of these books at a time. Did you set any reading goals? And if so, what's the reading goal? So this year I'm really pushing my boundaries because I'm quite a slow reader. I don't read a lot of books. Like I read 45 last year and I'm super proud of myself. And I'm not one to pressure myself into reading, so I'll read if I want to. But my reading goal for this year is 65 books. Like I set this goal so high for myself because this year is really the only year where I can read a ton, and I feel like I can read a ton of books because I'm graduating in June, and from June on I'm working since I'm doing a gap year because I need some time off from school, and then I'm just going to find myself a job and work. Nothing that needs my mind too much, so I'll have a lot of time to read, especially after work since I have no homework and no tests to study for, and that's a completely new thing for me. I mean, I'm super proud of myself of having read 45 books last year because I had so much schoolwork to do and I had to write my own book, which I finished the first quarter of my book. I also want to continue writing this year, but I also just really want to read a lot. All in all, I'm probably going to read 20 books from school anyways, and after that, from June on, I can just read and read and read and read. This year is going to be big for me in reading, I can feel it. And that also answers the last question, what my other reading goals are. And that's just simply reading and reading and reading and reading as much as I can, whatever I want to. Read the books I've been wanting to read for ages, just all the books. That's the end of the tag. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to do this tag, feel free to do it. Like whoever wants to do it of the viewers tagged. Leave a comment down below with your reading resolutions, or tell me if you made this video yourself so I can go check it out. In general, you can write what you think of my reading resolutions. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.
Hey, you're sinking and I can't hold you. Maybe it's 'cause I'm sinking too.